Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching EXPOZ. Today, January 1, 2011, and it's 8:48 in Birmingham. 1111. That's the date. Topic: what to expect in 2011 and 2012. Now, I just finished one that time on it is 20:08, 8:08 p.m. It will be placed in behind the one I'm doing currently, which is 8:48 p.m. And the reason is I got a little bit ahead of myself, but I just want to sort of, in a nutshell, tell you what you can look at, what you can see happening. And so let me get right on in there. Today there was a show, it's like Meet the Press, and there's a number of people on there, and they are, well, I'm sorry, let me just kind of read it. Maria Bartiromo, she was the host, and brings together the most brilliant decision makers, business leaders, and visionaries for discussion of how to resolve the economy. And wow, I was surprised. I was really surprised at what I heard. Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric, obviously the way he talked, he's capitalist, and I'm happy for him. He was really strong on there. There's Vikram Pandit, CEO of Citigroup. It's hard to read this man. He said he did not say capitalism. None of them said they were capitalists or socialists, okay? I'm just tagging them by what I heard them say and how I saw their response and how I saw their answers and, body language and profiling, all this good stuff. But I was really disturbed by one thing, by what he said. Just a moment, I'll get to that. Then you got Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock. Now, I don't know what he's for. He was just sort of a blank page. Mohammed El Iran, CEO of Primco, obviously flat out socialist. And Cliff Ornez, AGR or AQR Capital, he's capitalist, he sounds like, and he said if we don't watch out, we'll be just like Spain, so he's capitalist. Mark Morrill, President CEO of National Urban League, capitalism needs to be reformed, so he's obviously a socialist. And President Obama, he said there is a time to make profits. There's a time to get bonuses. Now is not that time. In other words, give it to somebody else, is what he said and what he's still saying. The Federal Reserve, as we all know, propped up Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So Obama comes along and he bails them out because they loaned all this money that the Federal Reserve gave them. Now, keep that in mind. So Obama needs to pay them, give them $700 billion, whatever it was. And so the Federal Reserve gives Obama that money to give to them, and they give most of it back to the Federal Reserve because they owed them. Well, the Federal Reserve just made that much clear profit because they didn't have the money to give them in the first place. So the Federal Reserve is part of this country's downfall, if not all of it. Their agenda, collapse America. That's it. That will give them free reign to rule the earth. And I'm talking about just 400 or 500 guys, men and women. The elitist I talked about this just 2 or 3 subjects ago. The elitists, look at it. And that was clearly brought up today, the elitist. So we're looking for a really tough ride come up in this year, next year. And I think, in all honesty, I think this world, and I don't mean has anything to do with the Mayan calendar running out December 21, 2012. That, forget that. I mean, no one can make a future prediction other than what's in the Bible, and it does not give you dates. And everything in the Bible so far has come to pass. So the last thing that needed to be fulfilled has been fulfilled. So the next fulfillment is the rapture. That's it, the rapture only. So we are ready. Put your Sabbath clothes on because it's going to happen. But when you see the next YouTube on, the time is going to be 2008, 808 in Birmingham. It's kind of interesting because it talks about a group of people that took, of course, it was Britain's money in gold and silver that they sent over. Even as 1850, they're trying to overthrow still a government and bring a downfall to our government. When I say our government, I'm talking about the people that live under our Constitution. Not the federal government, but the government, our towns and cities. So that money that they sent over in supplies, it was taken from them. It was stolen, and it was hidden out throughout the country. And just like you have while the Freemasons have their secrets they pass on and on and on, all and they're hundreds of years old, if not older, so has the Knights of the Golden Circle passed along this information where this money is hidden. And the ironic thing is it was specifically stolen and hidden not to take it from them to keep them from winning us or taking us over, but for the need to supply it to a future generation that would be in a militia-style revolution or uprising in this country. And that's today. That will explain it if you look at the previous one, but it'll come in at the heels of this one. And the reason it's jumbled up is YouTube was down or something. Neither one of them would download, so that's good. I'll put them in place. But look, a lot of things are going to happen, a lot of bad things. I mean, really. But you don't have to feel the effects of them. You can ride off of this wave, and you can take part of the wealth transfer and let it be transferred to you. Why not? If you come under the blood of Jesus, then anything he asked God, God did for him. So if you come under the blood, anything you ask God, God will do for you. He will see you through the times that are coming. So I urge you, please, make sure it is safe for you to die. Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.